Мы приглашаем вас на новый эпизод воскресной ночной битвы. Welcome to another exciting episode of Sunday Night Fights.
What's up, fight fans? This is AmiPolizeiFunk. We're back to bring you Game 2 of the finals. I'm here again with Sepha. How you doing, my man?
Yep, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I love this stuff. I love it. I love everything about Sunday Night Fights, man. Splash screens, overlays, videos, original music, big tanks exploding, hanging out with you. I'll take it all. Any Sunday night. Bring it. Give it to me. Give it to me, man.
Damn right, I hear you. I completely agree with you. It's like the #1 show for Company of Heroes.
Woo, woo. Out of Sepha's mouth, it must be truth. All right, you guys heard it there. Okay, we're going to give away one more commander key before we go into Game 2. This is the 4th key. You know, Sepha, you're going to have to give me a drum roll. Have you been practicing? Give it to me. I'm ready. Give it to me.
Ba-dum-bum.
All right, that's like what you do after a joke. That's not a drum roll. That's a rim shot. They're different. Try again.
Come on, give me something to go with here. How do I do a proper drum roll?
All right, how about you go into Steam and I'll do the drum roll and I'll tell you who won, okay?
All right.
All right, here's the winner. This is the guy that followed us. Everybody, be sure to follow us. We're going to give away that signed soundtrack probably at the end of this game or the next game. All right, so you got that? You got that name? Here we go. Ready? Hold on a second. I got to use my foot to key up and vent.
Well, that's just cheating. I don't actually have drums. But the winner is Con the Streamer. Congratulations, Con. You can now beat people in auto match with your new commander doctrine.
Con the Streamer, C-O-N, the capital T-H-E streamer. If you would send a Twitch direct message to Sunday Night Fights, if General Hell, who's controlling the Sunday Night Fights channel, will say hi. Say hi, General Hell. Uh-oh, now he's himself. This is confusing. Is he both people? What's going on? Anyway, you want to send a DM, Twitch DM, to Sunday Night Fights on Twitch TV, and you will receive that key for mechanized support and the ISU 152, which we just saw lead Condemnation Wing to victory in game #1. And now we're queued up for game #2. This could be it. This could be the last game of our Langreskaya 1v1 inaugural tournament. First tournament ever on this map, we are proud to say. And can Condemnation Wings close it out with some good play as the Oster in the north? Sepha, you are following Condemnation Wings, correct?
Yep, I'm going to be following Condemnation Wings.
All right, if NTD would take us in game, and maybe NTD throw up the little player names thing. We've got that button next to the UI. You can throw up the player names so people can get accustomed to the colors. And I will unpause us as soon as I see that you're ready. You're not in game yet on my stream. Maybe it's just the delay. NTD, are you ready? We're at 10 seconds. He's ready. Okay, on your marks, get set, go. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, here we go. Game 2. It's a best of 3. This could be it.
Yep, Condemnation looking pretty strong in that previous game. However, he did kind of fall off through mid-game and late game. He rushed that ISU 152 into the base of Andy. And apparently an ISU 152 can take out whole MG squads with one shot. It can take a whole pack squad out with one shot. But if you get a Panzer IV on the rear side of the ISU 152, the ISU 152 can't do anything, and the Panzer IV is just going to take it out. But eventually, yeah, he lost out to the Su-85s of Condemnation.
We also have to mention the insta-gib of the retreating sniper. That was pretty important as well.
That too. ISU 152s are apparently good against everything other than Panzer IVs. They're good against snipers, packs, infantry. They got like 20 kills between them, the ISUs, but I don't think they killed a single tank. Maybe one, Panzer IV at the end.
At the end, he cleaned up the whole map, killed 2 packs and the P4. They are wicked with the range, and they are hard to cover on the stream because you literally have to scroll forward and backward to see the shot fired and then the shot landing. Here's our first engagement. It occurs on the right between some conscripts and some grenadiers. The grenadiers are going to chase these conscripts back. Now, soft retreating with oorah, that's a pretty good idea. If you got a soft retreat, you might as well oorah, because you don't ever want to show your back to the enemy, right? Because you're just taking damage.
Yeah, I think he wanted to rush into that house before Condemnation had any chance of getting in that house. Obviously a really important tactical house. You can control a lot of the right side, or at least delay the Ostier from capping to the right side by just camping in those houses.
There's another oorah. Look, they run up to stop this drain happening. I think it's a common misconception in this game, maybe a lot of new players that don't read the forums much or anything. They think that oorah somehow helps their units fight, but it absolutely gives no offensive bonuses at all. It's purely just a little bit of speed. And if you rush forward into something and you're running, then you're actually probably taking more damage than if you just do a normal approach, because your units don't get as many chances to fire.
Plus, they don't fire while they are moving at full speed like that. However, oorah is good for flanking MGs, and Andy just flanked an MG to the top with that Soviet squad, which had to go back to base, which allows Andy to cut off the whole right side of the map now.
A very nice move. The Grenadiers are clustered behind this hay wagon. What do you think of the new Langreskaya, Sepha? I haven't really asked you, but what do you think of the conversion? I mean, look at this map. Do you like it?
I think there's a bit less cover around them before. There are less haystacks. They're more concentrated. You see the 2 haystacks next to the south point, yeah. But I like it. It's very nice. The feedback that we gave in Vancouver was obviously taken on board because there wasn't a way out of the north base to the right side, and they've added that in. I'm sure they're going to update it maybe a bit more, including that bug with the house. Obviously, units can't get out of it that way.
What do you think of these 2 huge hate barrels in the middle of the map? I really like them. I think they give the map a defining characteristic.
Yeah, and it's not surprising they added something like that, given that True Sight is important in Company of Heroes 2. I can see a top player in the top part of the map trying to crack out of their base and then being ambushed by 2 units that are behind the hay. Lots of skirmishes happening throughout the map at the moment. The Soviet squad, conscript squad, camping the building on the right, delaying the Ostier army.
Look at this MG pushing in towards the Soviet cutoff point. This is a very dangerous forward position without much support.
Yep, and he does not get the suppress on that conscript squad, so they're going to be able to charge that MG now, possibly push a retreat. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, one squad member. Yeah, he stopped to throw the Molotovs, so he couldn't get behind the cone of fire, but still the Molotovs is enough to chase the MG away.
Got an MG upgraded on the Gren squad, doing work on that conscript squad in the middle, but he's going to have to retreat that. 2 conscript squads with Molotovs. Too much for a Grenadier. He's going to lose the Grenadier squad. Has to retreat through fire.
Oh yes, down
he goes down.
That's a very big kill, and he had been upgraded with LMGs, so that's a very costly loss for Condemnation Wings at the very start here.
it's exactly the same mistake he made in his semi-finals game. But then again, he made a comeback in that game, so he can easily do it in this game. He's got good map control, and he's cut off the Soviet player on the left side of the map as well.
But Andy's moving his conscripts all over the map. Look, he's capping 3 points on the right-hand side. I really enjoy watching these players because of their activity with their Tier 1 units. There's always action all over the place, and that's something that I was afraid we wouldn't get as much of in Co2 as we did in Co1. I mean, that's one of the most beautiful things is the dance, you know, in the early game of Co1. And I'm enjoying what I'm seeing now with these guys copying everywhere.
Well, I'll tell you what, Andy is running, Andy is running a really risky build here. He has 5 conscript squads on the field with Molotovs. If he can't follow this up mid-game, he's just going to get pushed off the map by the Austere Tier 1 and a Flamer half-track if Condemnation decides to go for that.
This 5 conscript build, I haven't heard a lot about this. This is some serious conscript spam, but it's very fun to watch. Difficult to micro. You have to be able to multitask all over the map.
Yeah, you're depending on the Austere player making misplays for the most part. You can
look at they've
try
already
and
got hit the
overwhelm
dirt.
his unit. Yep. Oh, I guess that's one of the main reasons he went for 5 conscript squads, so he can get that early hit the dirt, start winning.
Oh, you don't want to get in the house. Not with those flamers next to you. Well, we just learned that you can get out of that side of that house on the summer map, because we were worried that that bug with the bush would exist in summer, but it's only in winter. We just saw them successfully get out and retreat without getting stuck.
So Condemnation opting to get another Gren squad out on the field instead of a Panzergren squad. He does have his half-track coming out. Most likely going to use it in the same way he used it in the previous game he played Austere, using it to reinforce units on the front line rather than upgrading it with flamethrowers.
Maybe NTD could zoom in. That's a very nice skin on that 251 half-track coming out. Could be upgraded to Flammenwerfers later. We'll see.
It's an interesting kind of play by Condemnation. Instead of upgrading 120 munition flame half-track and possibly having it 18-aided with guards running it off the field, he doesn't upgrade it. He upgrades the Grenadiers instead. That seems like a more consistent play to me, because the Grenadier MGs are going to be useful throughout the whole game, whereas the half-track is going to be countered pretty easily by guards or a T-70 or 18-aids.
His Grens were just barely able to stop the decap cutoff, and now a scout car accompanies the half-track, the SDKFC. And that scout car too has a very wonderful skin. If NTD could do a little portrait of the 221. It says
Sexy,
322 on the right-hand side. Those are good-looking skins. Very good-looking.
So, look at Andy's base right now. 5 conscript squads in his base. I'm sure he's struggling for manpower. He's only got 218. He might be going straight to T-34 RSUs here. But his army is not going to do much against this Austere army right now.
You think we're going to see him build another Zis field gun? He's putting up Tier 2 right now. That's the only thing I could imagine him getting with these vehicles running around.
Either a field gun or he's going to tech straight into T-34s. If he gets an SU,
could be T-70.
It's going to be...
We've seen T-70 spam from him as a checkmate technique, so it could be 3 T-70s. We don't really know what he's going to build. A lot of hit the dirt. So, look at that, 3 squads hitting the dirt.
It's a lot of hit the dirt, but Condemnation has the half-track there. He's just going to keep reinforcing.
That's right, he can't lose this fight. There's no way he can lose this fight. We do have 2 squads of conscripts coming around to the right, and they've managed to steal an MG. Very nice move, and they're chasing the scout car back.
That's going to be a bit of a lifeline for Andy, being able
3
to
LMGs upgraded.
Yeah, they're doing a number on these conscripts.
They are. Hit the dirt or not, those Grens are teeing off.
So the conscripts are being upgraded with assault packages. Once they get all get upgraded and Andy has a counter with this half-track, he's going to be able to take the map back, but at what cost? He's lost a lot of map control already. It's going to take another 2 or 3 minutes for him to get a good army going to take back the map.
Well, nothing out of Tier 2, so this is a Tier 3 rush. We'll see what Andy is looking for with tech. We'll see if he can preserve enough map. He's got 90 fuel in the bank, so he could get a vehicle out, sort of his choice. But maybe not more than one unless he manages to break out.
Probably going to get a T-70 out because he doesn't have enough manpower for the T-34 at the moment. And Condemnation getting another scout car out. He probably expects this T-70 or T-34 to come out. He might upgrade those scout cars.
And he's harassing, he's deep in, capping the strap point in front of the base. As we know, that's not a cutoff without the middle VP. And it is a T-70 building.
MG on the right is getting flanked by a Panzergun squad, but he retreats that, gets that out of there safely. Andy just unable to make anything work with these conscript squads against Grenadiers. He's made too many of them, I feel. They're more like a manpower drain.
Can you believe he doesn't have enough ammo to upgrade the other two squads? Like, when does that ever happen, right? It's such a cheap upgrade. He can barely afford to get PPSH for all of his conscripts.
Yeah,
and there, a conscript squad has just been annihilated. They had hit the dirt and they didn't retreat quick enough, and those LMG upgraded Grens killed them. Man,
so
this
he's got his
Condemnation wings.
T-70.
He's tough. Yeah, the T-70. This guy is tough. I'm very curious about this player. I hope we can get an interview together. Who is this guy that's just sort of flattening everyone?
He's taking the Code 2 world by storm. But Andy has his T-70 out, and he has 100 fuel in the bank, which means he could have easily not got that extra conscript squad and got the T-70 out earlier.
You and Armstrong are going to have to come back just to show this guy what's what.
Gonna have to do a lot of practice, I guess. But we need a big tournament to come back to, you know. A massive
alright, well, you let me take care of that. You let me take care of that.
I guess I can.
I'll do my part. You do your part, okay?
I think you'd be able to win the war of attrition against this kind of player, because like I'm seeing some good plays for him, but I don't see that much experience in what to counter which units. In the previous game, he made 2 packs against a full infantry armor. You wouldn't be able to do such a thing in a proper game. Or against me and Armstrong, anyway.
Oh yeah, all right. There we go. Laying it down. I don't know if these finalists are finished yet or watching the stream, but you heard it right there. That's tough talk, and you know Sepha can walk the walk.
So Andy taking back some map control with his T-70, gets another T-70 out. Probably going to keep making them because they're working for him right now. He's getting some map control back. Well, Condemnation is getting a pack out to deal with this, and he's got an AC upgraded. Probably going to upgrade that second AC. ACs are really good against T-70s. Make no mistake about that. An AC can take down a T-70 by itself if given the opportunity to.
I wonder if he'll upgrade the second one as well.
I think he will. Yeah, he's 20 munitions away from it. MG's pushing this conscript squad back on the left side of the map. We're gonna have to retreat.
I'm just amazed at the flow, how, you know, one unit, you know, these two T-70s just completely changed the map control. I mean, the entire map belonged to Condemnation Wing, and now Andy's broken out, and it almost seemed easy. You know, it's very difficult to actually keep somebody down if they manage to tech and grab a unit, a tiered unit.
Pretty much the same happened with the original Company of Heroes. If an American player was able to get his M8 out in a decent amount of time, you could not counter that without a stug or a pack. And even if you got a pack out, you'd have to camp on your side of the map because the pack is a campy unit. Rather than the M8 is a very mobile unit. So we're seeing the exact same kind of scenario here. The American player would advance with the M8 mid-game, and now it's the Soviet player taking the map with his T-70s. Now the Ost tier is going to have to come back with something eventually.
Look at this formation. We've got the half track sort of leading a little bit for the pack, and the 2 scout cars backing them both up. And they're both upgraded. It's almost like he's waiting for those T-70s to show their faces, and then he's going to come in and ambush them.
Yeah, he's trying to bait the T-70s out with the half track. And he's having none of that though. He sent his T70s to both the flanks. He knows the middle is not safe for him. That said, however, we've got 2 ACs coming into this T70. They're going to destroy him.
Here they come. Here they come, upgraded. Nice micro from both players, keeping the fronts facing the enemy. Whoa,
There's a field gun that's not facing
fly.
the right way. There's a field gun that's not facing the right way at the moment.
Oh no, now it does. But now it's flanked. The other T-70 comes to help. It's really popping up. The first T-70 somehow manages to survive all of this. And one of the scout cars goes down. The other scout car has... Where's the other? He's gone down as well? Where's the other scout?
Well
He's
played.
dead too.
Yeah, Condemnation
goodness.
got too impatient. He wanted to
Unbelievable.
rush in and kill that T-70, but he
Oh,
couldn't. He's
now,
paid for it now.
now the half-track is down and all the T-70s have survived. The field gun got cleared, but these Grens are going to get beat by these T-70s. They have to run away. That's a huge win for the Russian player. AndyisRIPPIN is back in this. I thought it was lights out, but we might see a game 3 here, folks. If AndyisRIPPIN can carry this through, let's see.
Well played by Andy. Played aggressive when he needed to. Played defensive with those T-70s. He's doing good now.
Can't
He's in a
believe
good
he saved
position.
that
He's got
first
3
T-70.
T-70s. Yeah,
Can't
that
believe
repair.
that. That was
It's
amazing.
like the Bring carrier with Brits. in
Oh,
Pro
now
1,
save
which
this
would've
conscript
freaking
squad.
died.
Oh no, he forgot about him. Double vet conscripts just went down. Yeah.
Well, he
What's
did
that
have an
vet
advantage.
ability? What? How? That's
I think
crew
it's
repair.
available to all
60
all
munitions
T70s.
to all T70s. Wow. 60
Yep.
munis. Okay. Crew will stop firing while they repair their own vehicle. Amazing that they all survived.
2 packs on the field now to deal with these T-70s.
Oh, it ain't over yet. How quickly he fielded another pack and another half-track.
Yeah, I
What
would
just
have
blew
said
up?
Andy won that
One
engagement,
T70.
but he lost that
Look how
conscript squad,
fast.
and now he's lost a T-70.
Yeah.
Conscript squad has to retreat at the strap point. Andy desperately trying to hold as much territory as he can with these conscript squads while he repairs these T-70s up to full health. T-70s
Alright, well, they're
aren't
ready
gonna
to
be
go
able
now.
crack this pack line though.
No chance of a flank. Not with a couple Gren squads around, right?
Yep.
Okay, the field gun is remanned. And he's barraging the pack. Doesn't have much vision out there though. The shots are running wild. T-70's stopping Grents from capping the center VP. We've got a new
decided to
squad
make
of
another
conscripts. Yeah, a replacement third T-70 and a new conscript squad. So they're staying low tech. Keeping up the pressure. Nice flames
well
burning
with
these Grens out of the house. Yeah, I wonder,
Keeping
now
them
there's
on
only
the
one
flanks.
Gren squad left on the field. I wonder if they could execute a flank now. No, there's 2 Gren squads in the middle. One's pinned.
Yeah.
The other is
He needs.
backpedaling to cover the packs.
I think he needs some kind of artillery. He's got the field
Oh,
gun
Andy's
barrage,
going for it!
but
Andy's going
Oh.
for it! All 3 T-70s rushing forward from 3 different angles. They managed to flank and clear one pack. The other pack kills, no, sorry, he's just got a damaged engine. And these Grens are rolling around. Conscripts are pushing forwards as well. The 2 T-70s are still fully mobile, and they have completely flanked that other pack, and they take it out. Both packs are cleared. These T-70s have their way with the field right now. They're working on the Grens. The Grens have to retreat. They're double vet. They're running off. 1 man left. And this half-track is the next victim. A pack is stolen. A huge aggressive move from Russians. Fantastically played. That might do it.
how is Condemnation this? He lost 1 T7. Andy lost 1 T70. He killed a half track. 2 packs. He's got a man pack. And Andy has another T-70 coming out of the field.
What a glorious
That's
attack.
Condemnation.
What a
Yeah.
glorious attack. That was
I was
good
just
stuff.
saying,
This is
he
why we
wouldn't
like
be
Company
able
of
to crack
Heroes,
the
folks. This is why we love this game. A big attack with lots of units, combined arms.
Oh god, here we go. There's an elephant out on the field for
Oh,
Condemnation.
hell yeah. And then a super tank. It ain't
But
over
how
yet.
is that gonna defeat the T-70s? They're so mobile.
What do you think they're gonna? You think they're gonna rush it? All three of them, just rush it.
I think Andy's gonna buy his time. He's gonna realize what the best way is to counter this elephant. He's got 2 packs. He's remanned 2 packs. There's another pack in the middle of the field.
and he could grab the third. He controls that territory. It's covered
Yeah.
by an MG. So I mean, he completely broke the anti-tank gun wall, and he could get all
got a
three
lot
of
of
them
options.
if he gets a squad up there in time.
This is a complete turnaround for Andy. After being on the back foot for most of the
Really
game,
fantastic
turned it
stuff.
around with these T-70s.
Look
I
at him
think
come in
Condemnation
here.
made a big mistake.
And that elephant just trying to get its first shot in. It's trying to focus. It's trying to aim. When does it get to fire? They're too fast. He can't even shoot. Come on, pull the trigger. There's one up the ass of that T-70, sending it into that house. In a ball of fire, it explodes. So when he finally pulled the trigger, it was a nice shot. There's another shot. Wow, you know, I'm talking about these packs, and like it's nice to have packs, AT wall, but you know that elephant, as long as it can see them, it can outrange them easily.
Yeah, and Andy's not moving these AT guns up to deal with that elephant either. But that said, however, Host here, they're not in a very good position to crack this defensive line of Andy's. He can just keep those T-70s at the back, camp behind the MG that he stole, and the packs as well.
Ooh, what a snipe! Did you see it kill that
What
T-70 from
happened?
miles away? How did he even have Viz
Oh,
on
yeah.
it? He killed a T-70 behind that house somehow.
Yeah, so he's got the focus sight ability turned on. Gives you much
Alright, well this was a
more line
nice
of sight.
move. Andy moved forward with the guard squad and manned that forward pack that's already in such a good position, and that forward pack is plugging rounds in on this elephant.
Plus the guard squad as well. They're doing a number on that elephant. Elephant's already down to half HP.
That elephant is having trouble navigating. Getting shot by guards, getting shot by the pack. Getting pushed back into his own base.
Trying to
Now
kill
getting shot
flies
by
with a
both
sledgehammer
AT
here.
guns that have moved forward. I don't know if he's going to be able to save this elephant. All
I
right,
think
quick
he's going
time
to be
sync.
alright in his base, but he just can't break out of it right now. What's the time sync?
All right, you guys sync to me. Ready? NTD and Sepha, here we go. 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Alright, I'm with you.
And Andy is working on the last points that he does not yet own. He's capping them.
Andy now got a T-34 on the field. Maybe
Oh,
looking
he
to
can
get
rush
the
in and
ram,
ram.
the elephant.
Oh, hell yeah.
so he can
And that
push it
would
off
keep
with the
Viz
pack.
in his base. He can credit. I don't know. The pack's range. Look at, like, wow, he's throwing a barrage in on that one point, not letting the Grents have any breathing room. T-70 wants
Oh,
to
he's
take a
rushing
look.
with the T-70?
Double bet T-70 wants to have a look-see.
What's going on here then? Not gonna let you
Oh,
fight
man,
and repair
but
that
look
elephant.
at one shot. Like kablooey. Okay, get around it. A mortar. Interesting call. And this
makes
T-70
sense.
has completely kited. Yeah, I mean, it's pushed into his base. He needs to kill those AT guns. Look at this little T-70. He looks like just a tiny little midget next to that huge thing. Now the T-34 joins the fun.
And he's showing off his micro
And
skills.
does
There's
the ram. There it is. We haven't seen that yet in this competition. We haven't seen a ram. So now we've seen the ram. Can the T-70 finish the deal? Does he have any access to off-map? No, just Sturmovik attacks. That probably won't do it.
He can't even Faust the T-70. company. He has no munitions for a fast. Oh, he just squashed a vet-free Grenswald with an MG42 upgrade.
Oh, splat! And
That's game over.
Wow. Really well played. We are tied at 1. Got to end the tournament with an ace gain between these two competitors, making Ami a happy man. Thank you very much. I love to see the ace game. Luckily, I'll be able to take a rest and let you and Yoink finish this out. You ready to cast the last game of the night, Sepha?
I'm ready. This was a good game.
All right, there's no chance you guys are leaving us now. We're coming back with the ace game between these two beasts on Sunday Night Fights. Stick around. We'll be right back.